And it's just crazy to me. If you're gay and you want to be with a man, be with a man. Who cares? You're rich. Who cares?
So sit back and relax.
That's scary.
Melanie
That's
P.
scary.
Talk
That's
to him.
scary with Melanie P. That's scary with Melanie P. Come on.
Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and we are here to have a kiki, y'all. I've dropped a lot of videos lately about Love is Blind, and the last finale of Love is Blind, or the last episodes of Love is Blind is going to drop next week, and we're ready to see the outcome of that. But there's been a lot going on in the culture, and I wanted to talk about it, y'all. I want to talk about Diddy. I want to talk about Charlamagne and the big back comments. I want to talk about Risa Tisa and just how to not let that be you. Before I get started, y'all, make sure you stop what you're doing right now and click that subscribe button, okay? Click the subscribe button. I am on a roll and I'm feeling really good when it comes to everything. It's Saturday. The sun is shining. Work is going good. Things are going good. And I am just feeling really good. I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. So last week, I had a goal to join the 5 a.m. morning club. If you know me, then you know that morning productivity, getting up early has been something that I have struggled with my entire adult life, right? So let me paint this picture for you. I have 3 older brothers, and I'm a big daddy's girl, and every one of my brothers are morning people. They get up in the morning at 5 a.m. No, matter of fact, some at 4:45 and earlier. They come downstairs, they romanticize their morning, they have their coffee, they look at the news, they work out every single morning, and I am very jealous of that. And then it's like I see a lot of the girls on YouTube talking about become a it woman, this, that, the third, get up at 5 a.m., blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that needs to be me. Like, I need to get up super early. And here is why. I have a baby, I have a household, I have a lot going on. And when I'm working a 9 to 5, doing my podcast, taking care and spending time with my daughters, it is not a lot of time left if I'm not getting up early. Because really, if I get up at the time that I've been getting up, I get up just in time to get downstairs to my desk and work all day with no plan afterwards, and I'm just winging it. And I know that has to be a lot of people's issues. Like, the people on Instagram or on YouTube make it look so easy. Like, oh my God, I'm going to just get up. And it may be easy for the girls who are living by themselves and don't have kids. Like, when I live by myself and I didn't have, a little one in the house, then hell yeah, I would get up early. You know what I'm saying? I would, if I wanted to like really lose weight, I would make sure that I was in my workout bag. And just really just make sure I was just doing what, that time is yours. It doesn't belong to anybody else because you're like single and you are in your home by yourself. So it's not as easy as when you have a family and little ones in the home. And I would love to see like more people talk about that. I think that, people make shit look so easy on social media. People make things look so easy on social media, and then when they make it look so easy and you're not doing it, then you look at yourself like, damn, well, if they can do it so easy, what's wrong with me? Like, why don't I have the discipline? Why don't I have the energy? Why can't I be that girl? But they're only, first of all, most of them live by themselves, do not have a household. And second of all, a lot of them people don't even work 9 to 5s. Like, the reality is that most of us work a 9 to 5. Working a 9 to 5, having, children, running a household, on top of doing your dreams is a whole lot. And that time management piece can be a lot. So anyway, I say all that to say that I did actually reach my goal of waking up every morning at 5, Well, I say 5:35. I woke up every morning at 5:35. I did not work out as soon as I got up. I did get my workouts in every day, minus Friday. Well, actually, that's a lie. I didn't work out Monday. I didn't work out Tuesday. I think I worked out Wednesday and Thursday. And by workout, I just mean I got on my treadmill. I didn't do like anything intensive like I'm going to do next week. But the moral of this story is I am a new member of the 5 a.m. club, and I'm going to report back to you guys with my progress. Mea culpa. I know that you guys have watched Tyler Perry's new Netflix movie, Mea culpa, and I wanted to hear your thoughts and opinions on that movie. So, I'm a movie person, so any like good new movie that comes out, I'm going to be watching it. Do I expect a lot from Tyler Perry movies? I really don't. But when you put someone like Kelly Rowland and Trevante as the leading couple, then I'm definitely going to be watching it. It was a good movie. It was really given Tyler Perry movie. It was given Tyler Perry movie. It was given Tyler Perry movie. But fuck the movie. The only takeaway that I got from that is the sex scene with Kelly Rowland and Trevante. So here's the picture I want to paint. My friends had watched the movie before me, and I saw my text messages just going on and on. Oh my God, paint. I'm gonna buy me some paint. I'm gonna buy me some paint. I'm thinking, what are these people talking about? I watched the movie, we get to the sex scene, and I understand why everybody wanting to buy some paint. Now, is that realistic? No, because my first initial thought, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that scene in the movie, is that most black women ain't gonna let no man put paint in her hair. And most black women ain't gonna get in no tub and let some man wash the paint off of her body and just lay in the paint water. Like, that's how my mind was thinking. Like, this is not realistic. I didn't like, I feel like they went kind of too far with making him a sex, like, fiender or whatever, Trevante. I didn't like the white girl who was giving him head right before Kelly came back for her scene. But despite all that, I was not anticipating the level of bumping and grinding that I saw on that sex scene. I saw somebody say that it looked like Trevante was thick, like he had a thick old butt, whatever. But I got so many questions for Kelly because, first of all, I understand that it's acting. I understand that it's acting, and a lot of people was giving her backlash because it's like, damn, she's a married woman, and Trevante needs to understand that, she's a married woman. At the end of the day, these are actors. This is not like a intimate sex scene. There are cameras and lighting and directors and start, stop, whatever. But that shit looked real. It looked real. And I just was like, well, is there something that they put in between Kelly and Trevante to like block the erection or the wetness? Like, there has to be something, because I just don't think that two overly attractive, sexually attractive people can play that scene the way they did and not have some level of arousal. And I've seen sex scenes before. Obviously, they're everywhere on a lot of TV shows, honestly, and movies. But that sex scene, it looked like they was in their body. Like they sold it. They sold it. I rewound it, played it again, because I was like, he is doing it. He is doing it. And I've seen them in interviews, after the movie, and they seem to have a really good chemistry. They seem to have a really, really good chemistry. If you haven't seen Mea Culpa on Netflix, the Tyler Perry movie, watch it, but look out for the sex scene. I hate to sound like an old perverted person, but look out for the sex scene, because it's really, really, really worth it. Moving on. Diddy. Oh God. So I know that I got some backlash for me feeling sorry for Diddy, and R. Kelly, right? I don't really feel like what they did was right. What they have done is horrible and wrong, horrible and wrong, horrible and wrong. I guess I just think about, for R. Kelly being in that jail for probably the rest of his life. It's just very sad, because he's a victim of sexual assault as a child, and then he became a predator. I spoke about that on a previous video. But with Diddy, his shit, I think it's about to get real deep. Diddy is now being accused of sexual assault to minors and to men. This is like, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse. And I don't know. It's not looking good for him. I haven't seen him speak out about any of this, which again, smart. Take a play from the book of Beyonce. No comment is better than a comment, but it's not looking good. He was able to pay off Cassie. That's fine. But what happens is people see that Cassie got a big old payday for telling the truth, and now they want in. I've heard some people argue the point, are people just coming out of the woodworks because they saw that Cassie got money and now they want to get money? Like, where was this like accusation when it happened, But I just don't think that there's no validity or no truth to the accusations of sex with minors and sex with men. I just truly don't. I truly, truly don't. Because here's the thing. Even though I say take a page out of the book of Beyonce, these are very horrible allegations. And I feel like I might be a take a page from Beyonce kind of girl, but if somebody is accusing me of these heinous sex crimes, I'm saying something because I know I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't said anything. He did not say anything. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate this. Like, the whole sexual perverted life is really becoming like out in everybody's face. I mean, every couple of months, everywhere you turn, celebrities are coming out with these outlandish sexual assault stories or allegations or rape or shouldn't even say it, but the R word, just any and everything. It's like every month it is somebody new or the same person and more allegations. This world is really crazy and people are not safe. Like, people are not safe. And I just cannot imagine what else is going to come out. Like, what else is going to come out when it comes to Diddy? I don't feel like this is the last that we're going to hear. I don't feel like this is going to be the last of the accusations. I just don't feel like it. I feel like Diddy is the kind of person, allegedly in my mind, that has gotten away with a lot of stuff since he's been in the business. There's been so much talk about Diddy with Biggie, with Tupac, all these things, with Shine, you know what I'm saying? All these different things where his name has always floated around, but he's always been able to stay under the radar and kind of escape and even have other people take the fall for him. And I just feel like what I always say is what is done in the dark will come into the light. And it's just crazy to me. If you're gay and you want to be with a man, be with a man. Who cares? You're rich. Who cares? Like, who literally cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would much rather you be openly gay and have consensual sex with a man versus trying to fight that and, sexually assaulting men. Now, again, if what they're saying about him and minors are true, then there's no fucking excuse for that and lock him under the jail. But I feel like people get into this money in this world of just money and access, and they don't know how to act. And I just always wonder, like, I always imagine when I get rich and when I pop off and when I'm, a part of that A-list celebrity crowd and I'm rich and shit, like, I could never imagine myself being like, oh my God, I'm so rich, so let me just do all this crack cocaine and meth and let me just, sexually assault people. And, why, like, how do you go from aspiring to be becoming and then you going way too left? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get that far? It's crazy to me. people just need to, become a celebrity, get your money and sit your ass down. And at least if you're going to do something crazy, do it with somebody who want to do it with you. You ain't got to like assault nobody. Listen, for every one of Diddy, there's 5 more out there who want to do the same sick shit that he wants to do. So there's no need to pressure somebody. Now, this whole anal invasion, this whole Diddy grabbed my anus is a bit much, but I'm not going to lie. I believe it's to be true. I believe it to be true, and I hate that. Like, I hate that. It is alleged, but I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Because he ain't saying shit. And Young Miami has dropped him, and I'm just hoping that her name don't come up, any more than it already has. A part of these allegations, her name has come up in the latest allegations about, her cousin being groomed by Diddy or whatever. So it's just a lot going on, and I just hate it. I just hate it. I just hate it. It's not necessary. You ain't got to do nothing crazy to somebody unconsentingly. Hold on, what was I saying? Unconsentingly. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that want to do the same sick shit that you want to do. Find those people. Period, point blank. So moving on. I'm going to end with these 2 things. So Risa Tisa. So I know that you've probably already listened to my Risa Tisa, Who the Fuck Did I Marry for Dummies video, child. It was 50 episodes of Risa Tisa talking about how she basically married a man who was a bum, and was a liar and lied about his whole life. We heard about that. Charlamagne the God is under fire. He is under fire for referring to Risa Tisa as a big back and a part of the big back community. And she was on a talk show, Tamron Hall's talk show, saying how it just hurt her and, how her size should not dictate whether or not she is, she should be hurt by love, whatever. Here is the thing for me. People need to understand how to take a joke. We have gone to everybody afraid of being canceled. Everybody want to be labeled. And now he's fat phobic because he made a joke. I don't even know if he even, specifically called her big back. I think he probably said she was a part of the big back community. And I feel like, if you're overweight, you're overweight. You're overweight. Like, if you're a part of the community of people who are larger, then what's wrong with that? That's who you are. If somebody says to me, oh, I'm a part of the long finger community or a part of the, I don't know, whatever community. Okay. Like, it's a joke. People are coming at Charlamagne, and T.S. Madison, who I love, is coming after Charlamagne. I'm like, this is just too much. People got to understand how to take a joke and how to not take shit so seriously. It's not necessary at all. And then T.S. Madison's going to should we, something about sit on his face or suffocate him or something she said. And I'm just like, okay, girl, it is not that serious. Charlamagne has said much worse about other people consistently throughout his whole entire career. So saying that Risa Tisa is a member of the big back community, if she is, what's the problem? What's the problem? Like, you know how many times I got picked on for being a stick figure growing up? Okay. Like, I was a stick figure. I mean, who cares? Like, people need to stop just getting so hung up on everything. Everybody about to be canceled. Everybody is, is phobic this, transphobic, fat phobic, this phobic. Like, just sit down. And that leads me to my last thing. When I was listening to her interview on Tamron Hall and I was listening to her 50 episodes on TikTok and just looking at some of the other content that I've heard surrounding her 50 videos, she said something that just really stuck out to me. She said that she saw the red flags with this man, Legion, but she just wanted it to be her time. So even though she saw these red flags, she just wanted it to be her time. So she settled for something in somebody that she knew deep down was not who they said that they were. And that just made me think. I think that she was in her early 30s, because I think she's only like 35 now. She was in her early 30s when she met, married, and got pregnant by this man, because she just wanted it to be her turn. She didn't want to run out of time. She was tired of being single, this, that, and the third. And here is my message to the women who feel like they're going to run out of time. Embrace that motherfucking single life. Embrace it. You're not going to run out of time. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to run out of time. And here is the thing. You're so obsessed with running out of time that you're willing to waste time that you cannot get back with somebody just to say that you have somebody and just to not be alone. Like, think about that. That math ain't mathing. You don't want to waste time. You want it to be your time so bad that you're willing to give away your time to someone and something that isn't even real, doesn't validate you, doesn't speak to you, doesn't make you happy, and is ultimately a lie just to say that you have somebody. At big 30 age, you are mature enough to should understand that if somebody's saying something and in your gut it don't feel right, it probably ain't right. Women have to stop ignoring their innate intuition, all for the sake of not being single. I feel like, and I speak to this from experience, because at 30, you have so much time. 30 does not mean that it's a death sentence. 35 does not mean that it's a death sentence and you have to just hurry up. When you hurry up, shit like who the fuck did I marry happen. That's what happens when you rush the process. You have to learn to embrace your life and your phase and your season that you're in. Because when you rush things and you do it not in God's timing, but in your timing, it never works. And Risa Tisa better be happy that she did not catch nothing that she could not get rid of. She better be happy that God saw fit to not have that baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop rushing. Stop rushing. You know, she kept saying that she wanted it to be her time. She just wanted it to be her time. Like, you have time. You have time. And here's the thing. I was telling my niece this, when you are entertaining a man who is not the man for you, all you're doing is holding up the space and holding up the time with the person that you're supposed to be with. You can't get time back. And I feel like women, I saw something on TikTok, and I'm going to talk about it on my podcast episode that's dropping next Thursday. But I saw something on TikTok. This girl was saying, she don't understand. She's 31. She has an 800 credit score. She owns a home. She has cars. She has, a great job, whatever. And she don't understand that why she's single and why she don't have 5 kids by now at 31. And here's the thing. I speak about this shit because I have been in that position. I'm not speaking from shit I don't know or a life that I have not lived. Rush. I literally said in my episode with Keisha, the one manifesting your dream life that we recorded last year. And I said that's one of my favorite episodes because you know why? She speaks so truly about how, here's the thing. It's hard. It is hard to be alone and feel lonely. It is hard to see it happening for other people and then see it not happening for you. It's hard. But what I have learned is that the same shit that you think is going good for other people those be the main people that are getting, have a horrible relationship. And I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but that was another lesson I had to learn. Like, when I was in my single life and I was like feeling the same way that she felt, I'm like, damn, everybody around me seems to have this great relationship. They're getting married, they're having kids, they're living their life, they're doing date night, they're having, they're vacationing. When is it going to be my turn? But 9.9 out of 10 of those couples that I like admired are no longer together. I literally only know 2 couples out of all the couples that I even look at in admiration because they seem to have a healthy, marriage or relationship. 2 couples. She kept saying that, and here's the thing too, like, please understand that I'm not saying that this shit is easy, because it's not easy, child. Mental health, depression, all types of shit, it infiltrates your mind, and you feel, it's a reason why women feel like they don't have time. Like, let me let you know that I know the shit ain't easy. I know that your thoughts, that silence, that loneliness becomes so loud, and you feel, and your thoughts are just like full of, oh my God, when. But we have to learn, especially as mothers to daughters, we have to learn to teach our daughters and teach ourselves to embrace the different seasons and phases of life. And here's the thing. The caveat to that is, if you want a partner, if you want a marriage, date with intention. Don't ignore the red flags. Have your boundaries, have your standards, believe God for it, manifest what you want. I am a true believer in the power of manifestation. That shit is strong. Be careful what you ask for. Because if you truly believe God for a husband or for a wife or whatever, you'll get that. But you need to get it in God's timing, and you need to get it in the right way. And Who the Fuck Did I Marry is a prime case study of doing shit on your own time and not doing shit the right way. And look at what happened. I feel like Legion has some kind of sickness that he might not be able to get rid of. And I just can't imagine wanting something that's not real so bad to the point that I'm willing to risk my life. That's so dumb to me. Like, that's so dumb. I just really want women to be smarter. Again, it sounds easy as hell. People told me the same shit, not to this, extent, because most of my friends have always, have been married for 10 plus years, to the same person. So I understand how it feels to be the single one, out of the friend group. I get it. That shit is hard. It's hard. Well, I mean, it's hard. I guess it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had fun in my single life, you know what I'm saying? But even, you can't have fun all the time, and looking back, there's so much shit that I would have done differently. And that's why I be so passionate about what I be saying, about embracing that single life, learning yourself, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone. This lady was on a podcast or Sirius Radio. She called in and she said that they were talking about love is blind, and, is love really blind? And what would you do if you met someone in the pods, and when you met them, they were just hideous? What would you do? This lady called in on the Sirius Radio list just this past Friday, yesterday. She was 61. She said that she met a man that was very, 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 very unattractive. Very unattractive. Like, really unattractive to her. And she said that, she became friends with the guy, and they were not physical, and they ended up dating, and she ended up falling in love with the guy. And the guy, started to look better. She started to help him with his dress. He started to like look better because she was helping him on that side. And she said that was the best, most healthiest relationship she's ever had. She's never felt so loved, so safe, so protected, like she married her best friend, as she did with that hideous man that she almost did not, entertain because he was ugly to her. And she was on that radio show pleading to women to be like, she said this, and I don't know if I agree, but I get it. She was like, if you're dating someone and they, maybe they're not everything you want looks or maybe on paper, give them a chance. Now, don't go as far as Risa Tisa did to Legion, obviously, but, give them a chance. Think outside the box. Sometimes what we want is not what we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not what we need. I think that I'm going to do another longer episode about this because I talk about this shit from experience. So here's the thing. Do not let what happened to Risa Tisa happen to you. You have time. Date with intention. Be prayed up. Ask God to lead you and enjoy the single life. Enjoy the season that you're in. Listen, guys, this was a fun episode. I need to do this more where I'm just keying with y'all. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you are following and sharing my videos and are following me on Instagram and TikTok. New videos out every single week. I love you guys. Make sure you are tuned in. I will see you on the next episode.